one of the younger guys in the resource sector, but he's already built up a really, really big reputation. He's known for doing big things, has the top performing fund in the entire sector. In fact, if you talk to anybody, whether it's legendary investors like Rick Rule or Doug Casey, or some of the big mining giants out there, like Keith Neumeier, like Amir Adnani, those guys will tell you Marin Katusa is a one-of-a-kind guy. And he really has been the most disciplined stock picker. And that's not my words. That's actually Doug Casey himself saying Marin is the most disciplined stock picker in the world. He runs KatusaResearch.com. It's an absolute must, guys. This is a no-brainer. You go to the website, subscribe. It's free. KatusaResearch.com. You've got hedge funds from around the world, billionaires from around the world. They want to know what this guy's talking about, what he's researching. He's actually going to talk to us today about a new strategy he's using that he just disclosed to some of the partners in his funds last night. And here we are talking to him today. Marin, thank you so much for joining us.
Always a pleasure, Dan, talking to you.
Hey, Marin, really looking forward to this interview. We've had a major sea change, at least here in the near term for 2016. Is this a bear market trap or birth of a new bull market for the junior shares, specifically with the precious metals?
Great question, and nobody really knows the answer, but I'll tell you what I believe and where I'm placing my money. First of all, the volatility that I've seen in this sector, the resources, or even the general markets, I've never seen before in 15 years. We've talked about this in the past, but Dan, people have to understand how fast and vicious the money is flowing around. It's not just the Fed from the U.S. or big hedge funds coming in or out or blowing up. You got to also consider what I call dragon economics, the Chinese effect. Not only does China have a lot of money, but their people have a lot of money, and they're looking to get it out of mainland China. Remember, China is a communist country, so they think differently than us, the governments. And for example, I'm just writing an article right now. A lot of people don't realize that in one day in April, more cotton was traded in one day in the Shanghai markets than the whole year previously. That's insane. It would be enough to put a pair of pants on every person on the planet in one day. There's not even enough cotton for that. In one day, enough soy being traded for 52 billion servings of soy. So every person on the planet would have 8 servings of soy in a day. We're talking about insane speculation that the Chinese money is fueling. You look at my hometown of Vancouver, crack houses, things that you would walk by and just shake your head on the street going, how could someone allow their house to look like that, are selling for $2-3 million on a 33-foot lot. We're talking like, 1,200 square foot houses, duplexes for $1.5 million because the Chinese money is flying in. So it's fleeing for safety. Remember, the Shanghai markets put new foreign taxes on the Chinese money, and the Chinese money is desperately fleeing. Go to Sydney, go to Toronto, go to London, go to Vancouver, and you'll see these effects. But it moves very quickly. And then you look at the shadow banking sector in China. So there's a lot of unknowns here. So to come back to your question, is this a trap, a bear trap, or the beginning of a bull market? I don't know the answer, but I'll tell you what the best way, the most logical, the most prudent, the most disciplined way is to look. You could have thrown darts in the resource sector and you would have doubled your money. Like if you look back to what we've said a year ago, 6 months ago, 2 years ago, you want to stick with the best in the business. So make sure you take your profits on what you would call your slippery speculations or things that have worked out. But management, like if a president's not owning a bunch of stock, you might want to get out of that stock now. And that's what I've done. I've now reduced my fund's positions in all but my 5 core positions. And I've sold a lot of great stocks with great management teams. But what I'm doing is I'm going long and strong on 5 core positions that I believe are going to go up 4, 5, 10 times from here, because the variables, what make a great company, are all in place. And it's just a matter of time before it goes. And, you talked about Amir and what we've done with BRI. I wrote another 7-digit check on it just a few months ago, and it's one of the top performing gold stocks in the resource sector. Why? It's not because I'm talking about it. It's not because you're talking about it. It's because it's the real deal. And when you compare it to any one of the other gold banks or, the big plays, it's not only the most undervalued, but it has the most upside. And there's a reason why Amir and his management team are buying in every financing and buying hands over fist, and they still own 10%. So when you look at a lot of people don't even know what this metric is. And I remember my background's math, and I've got a whole team of geologists and engineers that work for me. But a lot of people think, I'm going to buy gold because the Fed is going to print dollars and they're going to go down. Okay, that is true. But what a lot of people, Dan, don't think about is, what about the dilution these gold companies give me? Everything fundamentally comes down to, you